Hello, welcome to One Question Interview. Today I have Marco Tewlow, who is the leader of Super Marco Parking Lot. No? I'm stupid. Fuck.
That's my username.
Yeah. Supermarket Parking Lot. An epic rock experimental kind of band. They play epic stuff. They play music like this. All right, Marco. A lot of people struggle with making connections in their local music scene. How do you handle this, and what is your advice for people in terms of making connections, both in playing music and booking gigs, or just anything in that sort of realm?
All right. So, I guess, like you said, there are two sides to this. There's the people who you play with, whether that's people who you want to join your band or other acts you want to play with, or how you kind of reach out to venues, people who you want to book with, someone who you want to represent yourself to. And I feel like it's the same advice for both, just in different kind of variations. If you want people to know who you are and to care about you, well, you've got to meet them first. You've got to put yourself in situations where you're not just being social, but where you're, promoting yourself. You don't have to be a dick about it. Your whole personality doesn't have to be, look at me, I play music, please hire me. That's not cool. But, go to shows. And local like indie rock shows, the underground scene, that kind of thing. There's a lot of people who are there not just for the music, but because they play music too and they want to go see their friends play, or they want to go see what's happening in the scene. They want some inspiration. You might want to find some jam sessions or some open mic nights if those are kind of your scenes. You'll find like-minded people there. You put up ads, put up posters. I found most of my bandmates because I put up a poster on, I guess not a poster, a story on Instagram that just said, "Hey, I'm desperate for bandmates. I've got a guitarist and that's all I've got. Bassist, please. Multi-instrumentalist, please. Drummer, please. I'll take anyone." And I was confident about my desperation. I was very clear that I was desperate, but I wouldn't just take anyone. I would be selective about how desperate I was. And people responded to that very cool, collected, confident level of desperation and bottom feeding. Which is to say, even if you have to do something embarrassing, or you have to, be a bit vulnerable to kind of put yourself out there, if you know that you're going to have to be vulnerable and you're okay with it and you're confident about your vulnerability, people won't get put off by it. People won't think, "Oh, this guy's weird. He seems kind of desperate, and I don't know if I should trust that." If you're confident about that, then you will find other like-minded people who will want to work with you, and go up to people after they play their shows and be like, "Hey, you know what? Long shot, but I want to play a show with you." Send out a DM to a band that you liked seeing and say, "Hey, I want to play a show with you. What do you think?" And a lot of times it's just intimidating to ask, but they'll say yes, because you know what? Not a lot of people have the balls to ask. You're one of the only ones. And it's the same thing when you're booking shows at venues, trying to find people to book with. Booking shows is hard. There's not a lot of slots for way too many people, and I know that all too well myself. So you've got to be annoying, and you have to be persistent, and it's not always going to work out, but say you shoot out 10 different emails and fill out another 10 forms to play in someone's basement, 3 or 4 of them will get back to you. And when you play those shows, promote it like crazy, bring as many people as you can. If you are playing a 21 plus show, I'm sorry. But if you put in the effort, things will start to change. I'm still a pretty small act myself. I'm not going to call myself well known, but the fact is, 6 months ago I was unknown. Now, at the very least, people are starting to hear of me in some capacity. I'm not going to say that I'm a micro celebrity or anything, but you know what? People are interested in my shows. I have one or two new people every show where even if my crowds are small, I still know that I'm kind of expanding one by one just by being cool. So that's what you got to do. You just got to be cool. I had a music teacher once who told me that the most critical thing that you could do to be successful in the music industry and to make connections was don't shit in the sandbox. Don't be the kid who shits in the sandbox. Don't do it. If you're the kid who shits in the sandbox, no one's going to want to hire you. You got to be cool. That's my take.
Once again, Marco Tewlow.